Then. Hello and welcome to BlackOut Gaming TV. I guess it's Saturday night and we're running our 7v7 event, which I guess we've already done 2 maps already, but we decided just to swap on to do a proper cast of sorts. I'm going to put double quotes around the term cast there, but we've already played Upward and we've played Freight, I think was the last map, so now we're trying something a bit different. We're going to play Asheville, which is a King of the Hill map. And to be honest, I haven't actually played this before, but I thought it'd be something worth trying because I know that it's played in ESCA over in America, and I think it was also played in UGC as well. But I haven't played UGC Highlander before, so I've never had much experience on this map. Except I think I played it on Reddit once or something like that, but obviously I was bottom fragging and things, so. So anyway, the format's 7v7 tonight, so what that basically is it's like Highlander, so there's a class limit of 1, but you have the flexibility of being able to change to a different class at any point in time, which makes some quite interesting choices and things. Obviously, for example, if you're playing a 5 control point map and then you lose the mid fight and then you get pushed back to last, you might start picking your defensive classes similar to how 6v6 teams would maybe defend the last push, for example. Like they might have a pyro or an engineer or heavy. 7v7 kind of allows you to have that, but also I suppose one of the benefits of 7v7 is that it's slightly easier to arrange matches than 9v9 because obviously there's less people that you need to coordinate and get together to basically play. So 7v7 is actually a discontinued format of sorts. The first time we played it was about 2 years ago in Wireplay, who used to run a 7v7 league along with their 6v6. But unfortunately they decided to swap it out in favour of the much more popular Highlander format, so it's been a while since I've heard of it. But myself and Cogs, who's going to be playing on the red team tonight, we were in a team together and we really had great fun playing 7v7, so it's unfortunate that it's been discontinued, but we're trying to just we're not trying to do, be the forerunners of reviving it, but we thought it would be good to, cast it and see what you guys think about it, because you may not have seen it before. But, depending how these things go, then we may run another event and keep it more open instead of just 2 teams doing a double mix. So yeah, we're just waiting for these guys to ready up and things. I suppose one of the things that usually delays these games from starting is deciding what your initial classes are going to be. Obviously, one person is always going to have to be medic. Otherwise you're asking for trouble really if you don't have a medic during part of the game. And usually someone will go Demo Man as well because he's got the highest damage output of any class really. Second, third choice would probably be Heavy, I suppose, but he's so fat and slow that he could easily be swapped out for a soldier. He's not going to do as much damage and things, and he's only got 4 rockets, but sometimes he's got that much more ability to move up and travel around with his rocket jumps. So, but usually you see that there's always going to be a Demo Man, a Heavy, and a Medic, which pretty much matches the combo that you usually see in Highlander, with the exception of the Pyro. But you usually have a Pyro as well in 7v7, who tends to swap out between, say, Pyro and Engineer, depending on attack or defense, or even some of the other utility classes that no other player is using at the time. So I'm interested to see how this map plays. I mean, I think this is quite new to the majority of people here, so I guess they're just going in blind. I doubt we're going to see much super awesome tactics apart from the usual scouts jumping on the medic, maybe a soldier with gunboats and things. Although I've noticed that on the midpoint there's like a large bridge thingy with crates in it. I don't think that's the correct term, excuse me. But it makes the ability for a soldier to basically wall jump to a higher distance with gunboats a lot harder. I suppose that maybe an earlier version of the map maybe didn't have that up there. And then they realized, oh wait, that's a bit imbalanced, so let's just stick a big massive thing in front of the way to annoy soldiers. But in terms of how this map plays, you can see underneath the middle point, there's actually ramps going down underneath it, which is interesting actually. It's an interesting design. One thing I certainly notice about this map is that apart from the actual control point itself, the map's surprisingly big for a King of the Hill map. There's a lot of corridors and there's a lot of entrances to get onto the middle point. There's a lot of nice sneaky little spots as well on the left side, say for this the blue sides. There's like pipes and stuff that scouts and that would probably love, especially spies as well. Like cloak and dagger spies might look out and see, make certain calls to their team about where the enemy team is coming, like which direction, things, for example. That's usually quite a common, I don't know if it's a tactic or sorts, but it's something that you commonly see for Highlander spies and stuff anyway, so spies are usually quite a popular choice in 7v7 as well, but it's also quite circumstantial. Like, if you have the opportunity to pick a more damage dealing class, because that's going to be more effective at the time, then you'll sometimes see people just swapping out spy and switching to something else. Like you might have, say, your roaming soldier might just go for picks and then he may swap to spy if things aren't working out for him, or he wants to sort out his KD, or he's realised that the other team are just completely unaware of things in the flank and things like that. So it's always a good thing to notice that if you have a scout, for example, and he's basically picking their medic left, right and centre, and then they start becoming a bit more aware and start looking out for for the scout, then sometimes it's worth picking spy and seeing how you get on. Because, like, obviously they're a bit more aware, but they're going to be expecting a scout and they won't be expecting someone who's disguised, so you never know, you might get, especially in the heat of battle, like medics sometimes. I know I do this myself. But you basically, you're healing someone and then you have about 4 or 5 people healing you because they're all in the middle of a fight, but then you're not really paying attention to what's going on around you. So you see someone and you heal them, but then I always turn my back to like look for someone else who's weak, and then I end up getting stabbed by the person I was initially healing just because I'm so bad at medic. But that's just the way things go sometimes. You tend to learn from them, but I don't. Which is why you should always just play drunk, because then you think, well, I was drinking, so if I played bad, then I'm just going to blame on that. Whilst I take a sip of something there. So we played on Upwards in the first map, and what we're basically doing for this event is that, because it's a double mix of sorts, I've actually put together the teams for each map before we did this, and that was basically to save some time, and it seems to have worked out quite well, but the downside is that sometimes you're going to end up getting teams that aren't so, balanced and things. But on the flip side of that, sometimes if you just allow 14 people in Mumble to pick which team they're on, you might get the people who are friends with each other like going on one team, especially if they're in a 6v6 team, then it might end up being quite imbalanced then. So we're just waiting for them to start here. I'm not sure what the delay is. It just looks like they're just trying to warm up. So maybe I'll just tell them to start then. I just realized that I was still on the server. I'm going to switch to Source TV now. Professionalism at its finest. So we basically run these events. We've been doing them for the past every 2 or 3 weeks or so. We've tried not to do it too frequently because I usually don't have enough time to do this every week. But so far we've run, it was a 6v6 double mix we did first, and then we did a Highlander event where the BlackOut Gaming admins played it up against just like any randoms.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Mia. So, welcome. Welcome to your first cast, I guess.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
So, I suppose you're not overly familiar with 7v7, but you have quite a bit of Highlander experience, is that correct?
Yes, I lead a Highlander team in UGC still at the moment.
Awesome. Oh, it looks like we've gone live here, so let's see who's gonna make it to mid first. It looks like both teams are rolling out Demo Man. It looks like Alan is on Demo Man for Team Red, and Yak, who's a 6v6 player for Breadsticks, is on blue as the Demo Man. So it looks like Yak has got there very quickly. And he's sticking out the left side. I think I hear the quick fix being used. Yes, Cogs is using the quick fix. That's a very odd choice there. I don't suppose, have you seen any medics using quick fix before in Highlander Mia? Has that ever been effective?
No, Fascinator once, yes, but that was a joke, but never the quick fix. Most people prefer the overheal, especially the classes that can jump.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, as a soldier and Demo Man, there's nothing worse than not getting any overheal, and I definitely think that's one of the biggest detriments to the quick fix. I mean, it's an interesting idea, but if you don't have that overheal, then you can't be aggressive. It looks like
popped. Not sure if forced or not, considering he's still got a lot of health right now.
Oh, and that's how he gets picked with a reflect kill. That was a good reflect there by Honey Badger. And looks like Romer takes down Divi. And Red's capped this out. So yeah, I think Blue need to fall back here and just rethink things.
I feel that Blue might need to switch out either the sniper or the spy or heavy, because the damage class is really helping Red to keep the position at the moment.
Yeah, I think they could maybe switch to heavy, something to absorb some of that damage, but I don't think Panda on quick fix is doing any favors here. It's a very bizarre decision. One other disadvantage of the quick fix, as you can see right there, is that Panda just got blasted halfway across the map because he was pocketing Mac. Mac rocket jumped, and then Panda went flying over, and now he's got nobody with him at the moment, so he might just get picked off right easily just here. That's a nice pick by Slug there on Slayer. It looks like Slayer's playing heavy right now.
Oh, Panda's got an Uber. Not sure whether he'd do much with this. Scout on him.
I don't know if he's trolling or what, but I'd really like to hear the comms in their mumble channel there, because if I was playing with a medic with quick fix, I'd be going absolutely mental if I was Demo Man. Yak must be going insane at this. He's like 2 points. He's only 2 points there. Oh, that was a nice rocket by Bubinski on Mac there.
Oh, I see. Panda appears to have flown across the map with his Demo Man and appeared to try and saw the enemy medic. Sadly, it didn't work. And now Panda's really far behind enemy lines and just killed the Double Knight.
Yeah, I just saw that. Good play to him. This is just a bloodbath going on right now. It's just a free-for-all, which is very common in King of the Hill maps. There's not really much else to it apart from let's try and out-DM each other and just hope for the best, and that's usually what we see. And it's definitely what we see here, and then Yak gets taken down by Howie. Yeah, it looks like Red are still going to hold this. Oh, the medic gets forced. That was nice force there by Mac. Oh wow, he's doing much better on this map. He was lagging a bit in the other two maps, so it's good to see him that he's managed to force the medic there. But a blue team are at a player disadvantage right now, and it looks like they're at an Uber disadvantage just barely as well. So I think they need to just maybe see if they can get a pick on that medic while they wait for the Uber to build. How he gets taken down by Yak. I think he's still Demo Knight.
Oh, there's a stab on Panda, but it's a quick fix, so I don't think it matters half that much.
I think they must be using these weapons intentionally, but Red are just not taking any prisoners right now. They just want to get the job done. And then it looks like Yak's still Demo Knight. Oh, he tried to get a pick on the medic, but I'm surprised he managed to escape there actually. He had like 5 people shooting at him, but they all kept missing. Oh, he's gonna get out here, is he? Oh, he gets to spawn and gets taken out by the last rocket by Boginski, so that's unlucky.
Can't use Uber again. Splashing around quite well. Sniper just tried to kukri a pyro, we know how that goes.
I just saw Panda trying to flank with his he's still on quick fix, but I think he's gonna come out here and try and do something. Oh no, it's too late. I'm not sure what he's doing.
I think he's much further behind enemy lines than his flankers did.
Yeah, truer words haven't been spoken. Slug just said you're all tryharding. I think that's pretty true compared to what Blue Team are doing with the quick fix strats. It looks like, yeah, it looks like that Panda's now switched to Kritzkrieg, so I guess that overheals are important after all.
Better get on the blue Devil Man cam. He's bound to receive these. Oh! Oh, he got an Ubersaur off the spy, I think.
Nice, looks like Slayer's gone down as well. Slug gets another pick. That's 3 players up for Red Team. I think Blue's going to cap us out for the first time this map.
Yep. The medic's by himself, being chased by Devil Man.
Oh, Divvy gets a pick on Drunken Shooter.
Oh, they're spawn capping them with crits. The blue team are spawned. Oh, the Devil went down, never mind. And Panda's waiting to ambush with an Ubersaur. Oh, he misses it.
I don't know if that's worth a try or not, but Slug's doing work here. He keeps getting picks on Alan. And the crits has been used, it seems, but weren't able to do much with it. Solly coming behind. Mac trying to get a pick on the medic. Oh, he almost gets him, and then Dina comes in.
Red medic went down to blue spy.
Drunken Shooter out DMing Slayer there, big time. Good scout play there from him. It's like Yak's just going to sticky the point a bit.
Oh. Dina, oh, I can't pronounce it. I'm going to call him Dina.
Dina Mariga.
Could have saved that, but he failed the stab on the demo.
Yeah, I don't think he plays much Highlander Spy, Dina Mariga. I think the guy's... I think he's banned from Valve servers for being so bad at this game, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I think it looks like Blue Team need to regroup here. They're just on the right, but they're
on the high ground.
Oh, and the medic gets picked. Divvy, good pick on Panda there. Blue need to just regroup here, and I think Red's got... Red's using crits at the moment.
Holding quite far back. They're probably waiting to see the combo.
Yeah, they're playing...
the medic went down, dropped the Uber.
Wow, Blue Team are just... They're coming in, but they're not... It's like they're not even working as a team, they're just coming in and just dealing so much damage and just getting picks. Because...
A medic can be Pyro underneath the point. Oh, Pyro won.
Panda's down once again. Yeah, that was weird that they were holding so passively with Kritzkrieg, because I don't know if that was miscommunication that, you know, Panda had been taken out, but they had Kritzkrieg and they were just standing on the point, and it looks like on this map, like the point isn't really on the high ground at all. It's not like Viaduct or Lakeside, for example. So you kind of need to make the most out of the crits and just be aggressive with it, especially if you have it and the medic's just gone down. But I think they learned that the hard way, because they just came in and Dina Mariga got a pick, same as Divvy, and you know, just players started dropping for Red Team there.
Looking at the map, I think Uber might work better because there's so many corners and places that people can run away with a crit. Yeah,
unless you get the ambush, I think, with a couple of sneaky stickies, then you're not really going to be able to do much with a crits here. It doesn't look like it. We haven't seen any much successful crits so far. So maybe it's not working for Cogs. You might want to swap out to just regular Uber here. I don't think Quick Fix is going to be too effective.
Oh, Red are coming back onto point. The only one up, I have no idea. Blue are holding really far back, with the point they're holding on the high ground.
Just seeing that Divvy's gone with the Razorback, playing Sniper, and Dina Mariga has tried to stab him and he's complaining about it in chat. It's always frustrating, but I always just go for stabs as a spy anyway, even though they're wearing Razorback.
Red Soldier jumping blue medic. Tries to go for the air shot.
Max lagging like Charlie Chaplin in the silent film right now. He's stuttering and laughing all over the place.
Oh,
but he's still behind. They haven't seen him. Max still behind. I think he's just going to grab a med kit, maybe see if he can get a pick. An easy pick. They're not paying attention at all. Max coming out. Max coming out the left here. Might see if he can jump the medic. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's right next to the medic.
Oh,
Medic goes down.
Medic dropped. And he gets sniped.
Divvy. Oh, they use
they put
crits.
crits behind. Oh, the blue medic demo went underneath and crits behind. Red, so that's really quite a good play.
So they're going to cap this, so they have 1 minute and 9 seconds to hold it, but red team, if they cap it, they only have 31 seconds to defend, so it looks like it's fairly even at the moment.
The red combos on the high ground, no one up there with them. The blue heavies on the other side of the screen, watching them.
Yeah, it looks like the demo's split up from them at the moment. I'm not sure where Alan is. Spy on the heavy. Oh,
got
that
healed
was
by
unlucky.
Pugs as well. Oh, Spy went down. Red are recapping at the moment. Then they should do the 2 up. They were 4 up earlier, but we have got some respawns.
Yeah,
Oh,
Panda's...
Pugs being bombed again. Oh, the soldier lagged out.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, indeed. Oh, Panda gets taken out by Divvy once again. Oh, what an aimbot that chap has. It really looks like... It looks like Red's going to take this round as well. Unless someone can do a miracle.
Oh, there's a Spy coming up behind. Oh, gets the pyro.
And the Uber to defend. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be red teams now. So that's 2 points to them. If they win the next one, that's it all over for this map. I think they're just getting completely out DM'd here, but I mean, blue team are doing... They are actually...
They're pushing as
good.
a team.
Yeah, they're doing good individually. But it seems that whenever they have an advantage, they just start overextending and splitting up, and they're just getting picked. And then red team can just walk on in and just take that point back, so...
Yeah, right now, blue medic just got separated from everyone else by red pyro, and that just shouldn't happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't afford to do that, especially if they know that one of the combo players is weak. In terms of, you know, listening out to calls and things like that, it looks exactly what happened there. I think Honey Badger was lucky to stay alive there, actually.
Oh, Honey Badger's being jumped by Bobinski, and Bobinski gets him.
Still a spy around middle. Oh, he just gets discovered at the last minute. I'm just wondering what Cogs is rolling. I think he's just using regular Uber now.
There's a pyro behind. Oh, he's down.
And that's a wipe for blue team. They've just spawned up now. That big disadvantage. Cogs has got 100% Uber. They need to get someone on him and try and force.
The combo's holding by point, whereas the soldier has gone up all to blue's high ground.
Yeah, see, I didn't like that too much from red team. I mean, they just wiped blue and they had spawns, like 3 people, but they didn't take that opportunity to move up to a more aggressive position at all. They just decided to stay on middle and wait for blue to come in, but it looks like it's actually worked out for them, surprisingly, because blue are just, you know, dropping down a lot. Yeah, very disorganized.
There's a single devil man on the high ground who doesn't seem to have any support from other power classes.
Panda's just switched to sniper now, off from medic, and Honey Badger's swapped to medic now. Let's see if that's going to make a difference for them. But then it looks like Babinski's on the medic. Oh, he just almost gets it. How many health? He has 32 health. That was very close, but unlucky, mate. No crackers and cheese for you.
Oh, Honey Badger goes down again to a scout. Oh, blue are holding very far back by their high ground, behind the screen. Oh, there's a scout behind. Let's see how he can do anything. Oh,
Divvy's on his own, he gets picked off. Not sure what he was trying to go for there. I think he was trying to get a bit more experience on the map. He's like, oh, what happens if I come up the right side? Oh, right, I'm gonna die. Bit too inquisitive there. So Honeybad just he's at a 70% Uber disadvantage here. Cogs has still got his Uber, but he's not trying to use it until the last minute. That's him pop now. Let's see if they can do anything with this. Drunken Shooter's gone underneath the point. I think that's been called, but nobody's paying attention to him. Is he going to be able to get the pick on the sniper? Yeah, he does. Takes down Divi. Just the medic and Scout. Oh, Heavy's here now.
Scout behind, gets taken down by Slug Roamer, who's an excellent pyro, by the way. I've been watching him. He's got really good reflex. Oh!
Heavy's very weak here. Oh, he just manages to survive, throws a sandwich to Cogs, and Cogs manages to take it. So yeah, wow, this is quite a dominant display by Red Team at the moment.
Oh, so he's jumping up onto the house, gets mowed down by the Heavy. Heavy does not want Cogs to go down.
That's all. I think Cogs and Divi are showing their 6v6 experience here. They just they're listening out to calls and trying to stay alive. Cogs, that was a good job by them. So well played to Team Red, I suppose. That was a very dominant display. So this has been BlackOut Gaming 7v7 double mix event. We will probably do another event towards the end of April, so keep paying attention to our forums at forums.blackoutgaming.org, and also we are looking to cast some ETF2L and UGC Platinum games coming up over the next week. So if you ever felt like having a go at streaming, then feel free to get in touch with myself, Russian Guyvich, or once again post on our forums if you're interested. So if you think you could do a better job than me, which I'm pretty sure 99% of you could, then feel free to put your name down, and then hopefully we can have a laugh together and do a cast. Also, thanks very much to Mia for joining, and
oh no, it was great fun for the one bit of Ashford.
so are you playing in any of the UGC playoffs?
Yeah, we're in the secondary bracket for Steel at the moment.
Cool. So is that Steel like the division Steel?
Yeah,
or
the
map?
division Steel. No, not
okay.
the map. The map is terrible.
Yeah, a lot of people get lost, but I think you get used to it. But then I realized some people in Highlander like it, like Colony love it. It's like one of the top teams in Europe.
I think it's maybe because they're more competent with it, and the newer teams just get confused on it. I know we were confused on it in our Fisher, which wasn't the best.
Yeah, it's definitely a team-oriented map. I think calls are just super difficult to call as well. Scout is there, that place on the left, because like, you know, your whole team is all over the place.
Yeah, and it's just so huge, and there's so many passages. You've got to like remember the names for everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good luck in your playoffs and things like that.
Thank you.
And thanks to everyone who's played tonight, and hopefully we'll see you tuning in tomorrow. We're hoping to get a game for ETF2L, maybe a Division 1 game or something like that, but nothing's set in stone yet, so please tune in, subscribe, follow us on Twitch, and join our Steam group, etc., etc., and